Hello and welcome to Video Holocaust, and in today's video I'm going to be reviewing a film that began my lifelong love affair with Hong Kong cinema and partially inspired this channel because I want to scream my love for this film from the rooftops. And the film today is Mr. Vampire. You know you're a hardcore Hong Kong movie fan when the majority of your DVD collection comes to you from Fortune Star Entertainment. So with a title like Mr. Vampire, you're probably thinking of bloodsuckers of Western lore. Not so. The vampires in this movie are of the Chinese variety, or Jiangxi, which means hopping vampires. Confused? Don't be, for I shall enlighten you. Now there's a sight I'll never get tired of. The old Golden Harvest logo, in all its glory. The film opens with legendary Hong Kong comedian and one quarter of the famous Huey brothers, Ricky Hugh, performing his duties in the cemetery where he works. Investigating a disturbance, he gets a bit of a shock. Luckily for Ricky though, it turns out to be co-worker and underrated martial arts star Chin Si Ho, who had a classic fight scene with Billy Chow in The Blonde Fury. Unfortunately, their hijinks results in knocking off the talismans of a bunch of corpses. This can only mean one thing. My lords, ladies and gentlemen, may I present to you our star. Lam Ching Ying. For whom this film would bring mixed blessings, it brought him to the attention of a worldwide audience, but also forever typecasted him as the stoic Taoist priest, defeating evil wherever he found it. Did I mention that this film is a comedy? But there's one more character I want to introduce. Moon Lee. Oh my god, I would break that. Now for all you Moon Lee fans out there, don't worry. I will be reviewing all her films in the coming weeks. In this scene, the Western educated Moon Lee decides to teach her father's bumpkin friends how to correctly drink English tea. That's not how you drink English tea. This is. The story of this film centres around a Mr. Yam, and having taken advice from a fortune teller, he had his father buried in a specific fashion. Unfortunately, little did he know that his father and said fortune teller had had a falling out, and he was given bad advice. Thus, years later, in order to improve his financial prospects and bring some good luck to the family, decides to give his father a proper burial. But alas, it seems too late. It looks like Mr. Yam's father is already turning into a vampire. Wasting no time, Lam Ching Ying knows what he must do and sets out to appease the restless spirit. But it seems he's too late. The corpse awakens and then heads out Evil Dead style. and murders his own son. And like Western vampire stories, if you're murdered by one, you become one. However, Lam Ching Ying's also got to contend with this overzealous policeman who's trying to impress Yam's daughter, Moon Lee. He tries to frame. Probably the only one who can save them all. And with Lam Ching Ying away at Her Majesty's pleasure, it falls to Ricky Hugh to protect Moon Lee from her supernatural pursuer. Hiding out in a cupboard, there's only one sure way to avoid detection, and that's hold your breath. Unfortunately, that is easier said than done. But they seem to have come up with a novel way of avoiding detection. R.I.P. Ricky Hugh. You was one funny guy. The climax of the movie has our band of intrepid heroes taking on an evolved corpse. This corpse is not only more powerful than all the others they've faced, but this one can actually see. And despite their skills, these guys are gonna need a little extra help. Remember them corpses from the opening of the movie? Oh, they're back again. And this time they're gonna be put to some good use. I don't know why, but I just love this scene. It really is something that could only have been conjured up in Hong Kong at this time period. But despite their best efforts, even they are no match for this super vampire. And just when it seems that they're running out of ideas, they decide the best course of action is to burn him to a bloody crisp. And with the monster defeated, we come to the end of this review of one of my favourite Hong Kong movies of all time, the excellent Mr. Vampire. So if you enjoyed this video, then look out, because I'm going to be reviewing the sequels in some future episodes. And believe me, there's no shortage of sequels or spin-offs of this movie. But as for the first film in the franchise, it is easily one of the most popular and beloved movies to come out of Hong Kong in the 1980s. So, my name is Gray. This has been my Mr. Vampire review. Thanks for watching. I'll have some more videos up very soon.